We're going to miss something one day, and it's because of this staffing crisis that we're in.
What I think is sad is that what's being said out there is really aimed at shaking the confidence of the community.
All the fighting, all the ruckus we make is for the community.
Major developments tonight as St. Joseph Health Humboldt County cuts back part of its workforce. This after protesters took to the streets just days ago, demanding better staffing conditions at St. Joseph and Redwood Memorial Hospitals. Our own ABC 23's NAZY Javid and Scott Rates sat down with staff today and with the hospital's chief executive in an exclusive interview to get to the bottom of what led to these layoffs.
The claims here are going to frighten a lot of people in this community. You know, if they get sick, I had to go to the hospital. Am I going to get the proper care in a timely fashion? That's a real concern.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened. I have been running the emergency department for years. I have never felt so nervous that I'm going to miss something.
Randy Litton, charge nurse in the hospital's ER, has serious concerns about the new cutbacks implemented by St. Joseph Health, and she's not alone.
We have tried time and time again to engage the leadership, to have dialogue, to present to them solutions to the staffing crisis from both unions, and they have chose to ignore us.
Union steward Alan McCloskey believes it's a sad day for Humboldt County.
On Monday, we had a rally here at St. Joseph Hospital to bring to the public's awareness the staffing crisis.
St. Joseph Health telling North Coast News that they cut 2.6% of their 1,200 staff members on Wednesday.
In a retaliatory fashion, the hospital this morning started serving various employees with layoff notices.
Chief Executive Roberta Luskin-Hawk vehemently disagrees.
We've been working on this for months. They saw that we were being more deliberate about how we did our SIP policy, so they knew that, and we got other communication from them that made pretty clear that they knew that we were going to do some position eliminations, and so I'm sure that's why they were out there.
Leslie Esther with the California Nurses Association and a registered nurse at St. Joe's for 7 years doesn't buy it.
And I think the suggestion that we knew about these cutoffs ahead of time is, quite frankly, a lie.
The hospital arguing that contract negotiations could come into play.
We also know that we're heading into a union negotiation this coming year.
This after the story of that cardiac monitor tech who grabbed headlines earlier this week after Ruby Sierra accused the hospital of inadequate staffing, leading to what she claims was a lack of staffing for her to use a restroom.
And after no one arrived, I saw it myself.
You hate to speculate on people's motivations, but we know they're pushing hard to get additional staff. It is interesting to me that when I met with the caregivers about that, certainly the whole incident did not get described in that way. Knowing that someone had a break an hour and a half before makes it seem less likely.
Even the suggestion that Ruby Sierra wet herself in her cubicle alone after calling for help was something that she did on purpose as a martyr is just disgusting.
I've worked for this corporation for 8.5 years, and I've never felt this angry before. It's a very somber place right now. We were running short staff today because they did let go of 2 of our ER techs.
St. Joseph Health claims that what the unions are saying is just flat out wrong and that their hospital is actually getting excellent ratings.
Leapfrog is a safety score. External body, they take a look at us, and again, we're getting strong scores from them.
And we wanted to know, so we pulled that latest Leapfrog report, and in it, St. Joseph Health earning an overall safety rating of B in spring of this year.
Their Leapfrog score, I believe, is self-reported. It's not something that I follow because I'm not sure that it's actually a good indicator of anything.
In obstetrics, UCSF gave us a quality award. Even acute rehab, Press Ganey, we're top tier results in patient sat. We have a place that is committed to high quality care.
If you come to into my unit and you have a new diagnosis of diabetes and I sit down with you and I discuss your diet and your exercise and the way that you should treat yourself at home, you trust me. And you go home and you do that. If I'm telling you right now, I see a problem in our community hospital, I'm asking you to trust me.
The main concern that the nurses union says is that the staffing issues have put patients' safety in jeopardy. And now that there's the layoff, they're going to say it's even worse and that patient safety is in more jeopardy now. You're saying that that is simply not the case, correct?
Correct. So what I'm saying is there's no staffing crisis. We are actively recruiting for key positions. We've seen achievement of enhanced patient safety and quality metrics. So in treating sepsis, one of the most common things we see in hospitals, we have extraordinarily positive results because of teams of people working together to take care of patients.
In Eureka, NAZY Javid, North Coast News.
All right, thank you for that report, Nazi. Union members now asking the community to call the hospital's president to give feedback on those layoffs. They are also asking the public to express concerns to North State Senator Mike McGuire. The hospital telling us they believe their actions are in the best interest of the community and its patients.